in this third game. Spawning in the bottom right position as our orange Terran player from Karante Esports Club, it is LucifroN. And spawning in the top left position as our red Protoss player from Fnatic, it is NightEnD. Some pretty strong players we have showing up here. This is going to be quite a match. Of course, both players very high caliber. LucifroN showing some really strong Terran versus Protoss play in the last game, although it looks like he will not be going for that same macro harass style as the last game. He will be going for some sort of proxy play. Could be Reaper, could be something a little less kosher, but we're going to have to see. NightEnD sending out a pretty early scouting probe. Will he be able to spot the SCV? If he actually hits, if he tags the tower, he might see the... No. Oh no, the SCV does get by unscathed. Another SCV actually going by. Will he tag this tower? No, it's going to be an 11-11 is what it looks like. First barracks is on the way. Probe is heading out, so this early probe scout will be able to help NightEnD identify what's happening here. He will see, oh my goodness, you're missing a lot of SCVs, and now LucifroN, with this game lead, is going to throw it on a barracks, and he's basically saying, you know, guys, I'm tired of carrying. Let's go for a little bit of cheese this game. And, well, now another SCV being built, and NightEnd's going to look at this and be like, okay, well, you don't have any SCVs, so you're doing something a little crazy. We'll likely see him chrono boost out an early Zealot to help deal with the Marines. It's also going to depend on how many SCVs LucifroN decides to pull, if any. So this is going to be tough. For NightEnD to hold. The proxy marine builds are not easy. Starts with Cybernetics Core. Needs to cut probe production, I think, to get a Stalker or get a Zealot out now. The first Zealot is now on the way, but LucifroN could just start a bunker pretty much anywhere within range of this of the gateway. He's going to choose not to do so. He's going to pull his SCVs, though, and he's actually going to see this probe. He catches it with his SCVs. Great play there. Has his orbital command, immediately calls down Dat Mule. The real question here is once this Stalker gets out, that's when things get hard. LucifroN needs to start a bunker very, very soon. There we go. So he will be able to have this bunker in time before the Stalker completes, if he can get this. And now the probes are being pulled to help deal with this. The Marines are arriving. The SCV train is chewing along. It will be there shortly. But if this bunker gets shut down, gets canceled, LucifroN needs to have this bunker by the time that this Stalker is out, or he will have no chance of winning. NightEnD actually needs to get back to mining his gas so he can actually start the Stalker. But now, with this force, it looks like this bunker will not be stopped. The Mothership Core is out, though, and this may be enough for NightEnD to push LucifroN away. But once this bunker is complete, he's going to be in a ton of trouble. He needs to build up enough energy to use the Photon Overcharge. He cannot afford to overextend with this Mothership Core. If he loses this Mothership Core, the game is basically over. The first bunker is going to complete. The Stalker will not be enough to kill that. The Marines, with this SCV support, will very handily take this out. So this is going to be super, super tough. He's moving in. Killing that Mothership Core is so important. It's 30 energy away from a Photon Overcharge, which is basically his only chance at holding this. The Marines stepping forward, trying to weaken this Zealot. The SCVs are pairing themselves out DPS the Mothership Core, so it's basically been removed from the equation of this fight. Probes being pulled. Stalker picks off a Marine, stepping backwards. The Zealot taken out. Mothership Core, 85 energy, almost there. The Marines not in position to get towards that bunker, so the probes are being pulled to try to block him from getting there. The SCV is actually creating a lot of congestion in the highway here, and the Marines starting to poke away. These probe count is going so low. LucifroN, though, he does have the mules back at home. He has everything else that he needs, and now the Mothership Core now has that 100 energy. We should see a Photon Overcharge immediately to help deal with this pressure in his base. He should be able to snipe the SCV repairing the bunker. Can he actually out DPS that? He actually, Photon Overcharge barely out DPSs it, so with Stalker support, he should be able to actually stop this. He's going to actually pull a couple more SCVs. LucifroN wants to save this bunker. He will not be able to do so. Not going to be able to salvage it either, so LucifroN's actually in a really tough spot. These three Stalkers with the Mothership Core support are very, very powerful. And now the Stalkers can just chase the Marines all the way back to Kingdom Come, so I think LucifroN might have just lost this. The Marine support trying to step forward. He basically needs to target all of these. He actually gets one of the Stalkers. If he can get this next one, that'd be huge. But LucifroN just going to GG, and NightEnD is going to take game number 3 here in this best of 9 team league format. Not bad. Not a bad hold from NightEnD at all. LucifroN went for the cheese. Came up short. he had the bunker down, but he needed to get. He really overextended when he moved all of his SCVs in between the gas geyser and that one mineral patch. That basically completely was him. You know, just screwed the pooch. So he was just done at that point. But let's see, is NightEnD gonna turn things around for Fnatic? Let's see, guys. The score is currently 2-1. Don't go anywhere.